let me just close these things. Yeah. So basically, Contagion was a good movie. Contagion or Contagion, I don't remember, but it was a very good movie. It was like so real. Like, oh, we're living it. We're actually living it. It was the same thing. A vaccine talk, and there was a little bit of, such a good movie. Watch it, people. They don't pay me. They don't. I'm not promoting or anything. It's a good movie.
No, actually, I watched not a movie, a series on Netflix called V Wars, right? And their thing is they found a virus in Antarctica, like the thing you melted because global warming bad, right? And it's brought in a mutagen that turns people into vampires if you have the right genetic codes, right? And it was the most hilarious excuse for a vampire film I've seen in my life. And it was good. The show is actually good. I liked it. The beginning theme is what was it? Global warming bad. Why? Because you can unlock viruses that you've never seen. Just the idea was hilarious.
Funny enough, according to scientists, this is an actual threat.
Well, that's why they made a show about it, but still.
It's not zombie virus.
At least it's not zombie virus, yes.
I don't know. That's actually a cool guitar we got in the background. Pink.
Oh, thanks. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Does it work on the headphones type of guitar or a full-on?
I have this piece, which if I connect it to the guitar, I can connect headphones to it.
I see. So it's basically a hybrid between like real life and.
No, it is a real guitar, but this makes it a hybrid.
I see. So the people in the house could hear you playing it, basically.
This, no.
I see.
I am definitely not sponsored by Vox.
Okay.
Well, the way I understand it, the acoustic one is the one that's very loud. The guitars that are electric produce noise, but the noise is negligible. It's supposed to have an amplifier that can actually make it way louder. Yeah.
Yeah, we learned something today. Yeah, it's been only 2 minutes and we're learning stuff. Yeah, drop knowledge on us. Yeah, you probably know Spaceman. So what's happening?
Okay.
Why are you guys masked again? You told me a very good reason why.
You are You're supposed to self-isolate. Therefore you're here. We have to protect ourselves from you. You just came back.
To be honest, the virus is so novel. I don't know. Maybe it's a computer virus as well at this point. Like every day.
I have the Joe Biden mask, which covers like 75% of my face. The biggest mask I've seen.
Well, to be honest, if I had some of your faces, I would actually cover them. It's a blessing in disguise at the end of the day.
I now have the Trump mask.
You talk mad shit for someone in stabbing distance.
All right. Well, definitely, yeah. Well, that's cool, actually. That's cool.
Now I look like a terrorist from a 90s movie.
Yeah, where did you get this? I mean, that knife, I would expect the knife to be bigger, but I wouldn't expect you could actually cut an orange with that thing. But...
All right.
Oh, I see. Why are you getting these? Why are you... Why is all his knives... They look like kitchen knives, right?
Okay.
You have offended.
Is he pulling out a sword? What is happening here?
Okay, if we're pulling swords, I'm gonna have to.
It hasn't been 5 minutes that I've already made people get up and leave. What is this? How rude is this? Wow. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
I have no idea. My family threw it.
Show me the tip again. That sounded sexual, actually. I just realized. I see. So yeah. That's like an Arab sword or something, right?
Isn't that
even though
Oh, what is this? It's actually broken. That's even nicer. So this is supposed to be an antique.
I have no idea.
$19.99 on eBay, people. He's selling. Should we sell? Called once, called twice, called thrice, and there it goes. Yasha's buying it.
Wait.
Oh no, you're in Canada. How are you?
Canada.
You're not allowed to carry anything. If
Yes.
if you carry the pepper spray, they'll think it's a gun at this point.
No. Okay. Last time I checked,
The
if the knife can be flipped up, which is super impractical.
No,
it's
see,
banned.
if it uses centripetal force, if it has a spring-assisted opening mechanism, if it can be disguised as a different item, if it can be carried on constantly, like a constant, forgot the term for it. All of these are banned. It's not practical at all, but it's scary, and people know what a butterfly knife is, so you can't have that.
I actually know what a butterfly knife is. It was definitely what he didn't have it. That's for sure. Yeah.
No, it's okay. The thing about the butterfly knife is
you're not even stabbing an orange with that thing at this point. You know, like seriously, it looks that tame. This thing looks that tame.
Yeah, but if you pull it out and do this.
It looks cool though. It looks cool. Like it. I mean, is it one of these things where it's like a Swiss knife basically that has tweezers and has like, you know?
No, God forbid.
No, I think it's
you have something against these?
Yes, I have everything against these.
It's a multi. I mean, you could use multi stuff on this thing.
A multi-tool thing that you need a manual for. Okay, is this the 45th? Fucking
wow! You need a manual to use. You need a manual to use. A Swiss knife. Man.
No, if it's not quick, if I have to look at it to know which one I'm getting out, it's impractical. It's the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, because the Swiss Army ever got in a war in its life.
Exactly. That's how smart they are.
He has a point.
No. Wait. France, Austria, and all of the Holy Roman Empire want to know your location of this. Like.
Yeah, they all got defeated by mountains, I assume.
No, they got defeated by the Swiss being stubborn. That's pretty much it.
Why would I defend? How are you going to attack this country at this point? It's mountains upon mountains. Like, come on, they have like the best.
Didn't they casually build fake villages and towns?
They did everything. Okay. No. Before the Swiss got rich. They just spent their entire time just like slapping people about because everybody wants their place, even though nobody should want their place, at least back then. It's just like, people wanted to fix Bordergore and the Swiss disagreed,
Was it Gaddafi? Like, his son got locked up in Switzerland, so he like proposed a deal in the G20 to divide Switzerland up between France and Italy. And like,
okay, so Maseb Khan wants to know if Mahmoud is single.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's one of my. This guy is one of my classmates, actually. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Speaking of, how is the master's program? Tell us, how did you enjoy your life in quarantine studying your master's in Scotland?
And most importantly, did you need a license for your butter knife?
Well, no comments about that. I mean, depends. We have British people in the chat. I don't want to sound rude, but I was not impressed by their performance as a country, to be honest. I mean,
since there are British people in the chat, question: how does it feel to be ruled by the French?
That's my thing. You jackass! I made that one.
You're actually asking Maseb Khan to answer that. So, he is British, but he's Maseb Khan at the end of the day. So, no, to be honest, could we actually see the chat? Let's actually create an event here.
There is a comment button on the right.
Is it on the stream thing? Okay, yeah, let's see. Nothing but smiles all. Well, he's being nice, this guy.
Where is it? Yeah, here.
We need Mahmoud to bring the British accent. Well, it's not. Well, to be honest, Actually, he has a point. We were basically facing it with a defined smile and the raised middle finger, kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
That type of deal.
I still remember you had me revise a paper for you, and I'm like, you lost grades for that one because you used an American term instead of the English term. And
I didn't lose grades. I got criticized. He told me to just switch some people should realize this is like engineering and not like English literature. Why should you care what the keyboard language is, and why are you even paying attention? I think it was the word color, that was like some people spell it with an OR and the other with a OU and with a U as well.
At least you're not saying pounds per feet. That's the
I mean,
What?
the one.
The Americans don't know.
Dude, honestly, do you know the one British thing that should be punished for using the American version of?
Yes.
The NHS.
Right.
Well, again,
I mean, you do that fucking bastardize me over the you if you're gonna fucking send your entire health service outside.
I mean, British people could speak about the NHS. I have no idea. I haven't been in a hospital there. I was like, I went with a fever that was basically causing me to shake, and I did not even dare to go to their NHS. So,
oh shit!
At this point, I said, if I die, then I die, but I'm not gonna die in an NHS bed.
It's weird because, it's a socialized health service, and everybody's like, we need socialized healthcare in the US, and I'm like, NHS, anyone? Come on!
But why is it that bad? Other countries pulled it off better.
Actually, to be honest, I think it's just overstretched, maybe.
It's overworked.
And I think it comes in seasons. I think it comes in seasons. So you get like in the winter, like all the flu cases will pile up basically, and they would not even answer phones at this point. But it happens once a year. Like nobody's dying from heart disease, I think, untreated. You understand? It's like the small stuff. If you're throwing up, then you show up to the ER. Don't cough a couple of times and tell us you're like going to die type of behavior. Like where I am basically is, in Kuwait, people just cough a couple of times and they go to the hospital. I want antibiotics. Like they come with a prescription. They already know what they want. They go to tell the doctor, I need this, please. I'm trying to cut the middleman. Cut it short, doctor. Give me the medicine. Goodbye. You don't even have to give me your opinion. Your opinion doesn't matter. Google
the sick leave while we're at it. 3 days, please.
Yeah, definitely. They would actually prescribe themselves like eye drops and ear drops and whatever. At this point, they should just put an app. What medicine do you want? Because they're going to talk the doctor into it. They're not going to leave the room without antibiotics. You have to understand. You're dealing with a specific type here. Are you going to give me that, or the queue is going to be held, basically? Are you going to give me what I want, or I'm going to cause a scene at this point?
There's a comment.
And security is asleep anyway, so, he's probably asleep.
Is there something you want to tell us, Mahmoud?
Okay. At this point, this is like fake news, false allegation. I would say false allegation. And
I will refuse to comment without my lawyer.
I refuse to. Definitely.
I am the most unarrested person in this chat.
There are, definitely. British police are actually very nice, and. They didn't beat me up much. It was just a couple of slaps. It's fine, But in Kuwait, they would actually beat you up and maybe lock you up for centuries. But, whatever I did was fine. It was just a couple of slaps, Maseb, you should not bring up, we are discussing current events here. We're not discussing, ancient history. So
don't worry, you have the right to remain silent.
Yes, basically. So, current events are our topic. And this is a good time to introduce the topic of the day. Right. Let's
start light. Since we mentioned fake allegations and some candidates, let's talk about the election. Let's talk about the debates. Yeah. What do you guys think? Who watched the debates?
I watched both of them.
Honestly, I think Biden won.
How did he win? Please tell me.
You're talking about the election?
No, the election did not happen yet.
The two debates, Tarzan.
He won because Trump, he said false.
No, Biden said false.
I can't even find a joke for him. He's that bland.
No, to be fair, no. Here's the thing.
I tried.
I laughed my ass off at the second debate and the first. That's not the problem. It's always entertaining to see a Trump debate, but that's besides the case. I saw people's reaction, and like everybody's like, "Oh my God, Trump didn't deliver," but nobody mentioned what Biden did. Every time it's like, "Trump didn't do enough. Trump didn't do whatever," and I'm like, "Why aren't they mentioning Biden here?" It's almost as if he's like, it's almost as if the choice is Trump and not Trump, and nobody cares what the not Trump is.
Okay, I'll tell you how Biden won.
Yes, go ahead.
How did he win?
I'm not talking to you guys. You, the salt grinder viewers at home, listen to me. Have you had an empty chair at the table?
Look. I mean, the problem is that Trump actually called it. Like he was waiting for something like this. He was actually waiting to use this line. I mean, he didn't slip the first time, I think, with that line. I think the first debate, but the second one, he was, whenever you're in trouble. By the way, the dinner table is missing people. There are less plates. Who gives a shit? Like at this point, like, and
they were talking about Chinese policy, foreign policy, and then suddenly he's talking about the dinner table and whatnot.
No, just it boiled down to basically talking about other countries, and nothing got discussed at some point. They were, your kids are stealing money, you have a bank account in China. Like, this is not like got you. Do you understand? This is not like a got you, I got you. We're not doing that. We have institutions to do that. Like, and we have people like WikiLeaks who, you tell me if there was a smoking pistol on both of these people. It would not be national news, like even somewhere else, like something that big. It's just a bunch of crap, like, oh, who had the last word? Come on, as somebody would say.
No, what one-liner was the best? That was the debate. That's why I love Trump debates, because nothing gets discussed and never gets discussed anyway. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes for a debate topic. Who gives a shit? What can I cover in 2 minutes? Like, nothing.
The funniest thing about the second debate is watching Trump's face every time he wants to interrupt, but he can't. Like he's like shaking his head. He's in pain.
He's an interrupter by nature. He could deal. Nobody could deal with the media. Look, media people are trained to bait you. They are trained to bait you usually. And these people that they would bring to a White House meeting, they are just there to bait you. Basically, say something you don't mean. Put it in your mouth. That's what you said.
No, here's the fun part. Here's the fun part in the debate. When Trump finally breathed, when Biden interrupted him, so the gloves were off. It was like he was talking about like how farmers got $2 billion in subsidies, and he was like, "Who paid for that?" And then Biden was like, "It's the American taxpayer who paid for that." And then Trump was like, "Who paid for it? China!" And suddenly all of Trump's, I assume after that he went back out. It's like, yes, I said it, all of it at once. I interrupted, I said a one-liner, and the one-liner was China. It was done. I'm happy. It was beautiful.
To be honest, nobody was going to make their beliefs or basically vote upon these two debates. Nobody would change their opinion. People are already polarized enough. For 4 years, they already. It's at this point. It's just like how many people in the middle, like the minority in the middle, that basically made Trump win last time. Maybe they changed their mind.
Wait, minority? Didn't you know, Mahmoud? Texas is a swing state.
I mean,
Ohio. All these. Biden is leading by 1 point, according to the polls. They're swing states.
Do you want me to tell you an actual swing state? Yeah. Right now, California.
Definitely.
Dude,
definitely a swing state.
Dude, Dude, last election for Congress. Yes.
No, here's the fun part. If Cali turns red in this election, I am like America's officially a comedy show.
It is. It definitely is.
1 second.
Because basically,
very, very professional. He's actually answering.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's his food. He already
This
told
is
me.
cool. That's not even like a business call. That's like
I see. Isn't he
your
like?
tummy.
Definitely.
What do you mean unprofessional? This whole channel is unprofessional.
No. See,
How do you say that?
now you turn to the tactic of attacking the place. You're attacking the other people now.
See? Go back to the family quickly.
Your
Go back to the
family
family.
has companies in Russia, not me.
Well,
No,
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
get
know.
my. I'm gonna go get my lobbyist money.
Definitely. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Long-haired friend.
No, he did that thing where he's like, you ask the teacher before the class that you have an important phone call so you can exit the class without any.
His wife yelling at him. You could actually hear the wife yelling at your teacher from the classroom, just through his phone. That's how high she's actually. Women, man, come on, like you cannot beat them.
Oh no, you can't say that anymore. You can't say women.
Oh yeah, what? No, we can say womankind, mankind. What
definition of the word beat?
No, Mahmoud, you've been gone for a year. Let me catch you up.
I've been gone for a year. Where have I been? Where have I been? I'm actually letting out my views and shit these days. I was actually afraid of saying things on stream for a while because basically I'm afraid somebody would take them out of context and basically maybe fire me from the from the program at this point. Seriously, it's that serious.
The NHS starts knocking at your door.
No, actually, no. They actually take criticism. Everybody takes criticism, but a certain type of people that we all know. Yeah, that if you actually cross any boundaries, I do respect these people because of the passion. It's just sometimes, I respect an idiot sometimes of how idiotic he is and, sticking with his guns. Some people are like that, which is fine with me, They could do whatever.
No, you can stick to your guns. You can stick to your guns. You can be passionate, but not if I say one word. Come on, at least breathe. I don't know. That's why I named this title. Everybody needs to chill. I'm still for that argument. One of the things that I like Joe Rogan saying is you want to fix everything, just take a helicopter and put just mountains of cannabis, right? Smoke and just go to every war zone and just carpet bomb cannabis smoke all over the place. And by the end of it, nobody will be fighting because they're too busy tripping. It's to take the chill pill.
I mean, nobody wants to benefit Domino's Pizza, on fortune cookie for all of these munchies. But yeah, I mean,
I still don't get why people actually eat Domino's. I despise their pizza.
Oh, I see. Now, what are you on about? These people open 24 hours, even in. Give me a country that's like a godless place, like somewhere like nobody goes, and I'm sure there's a Domino's there, and it's 24 hours.
In my experience, almost every restaurant I know is 24 hours, but it's Kuwait. So I don't think
Kuwait, everything's 24 hours, to be honest. Even tire change, like changing tires. You actually there's some place in Kuwait you go at 24 hours, and they work in shifts. They charge you a bit extra, because all that Kiptagon money they've been buying. But otherwise, it's perfectly normal. I mean, any country, like in the UK, everything kind of closes. Like you go on Deliveroo, or they have Deliveroo there before us, basically. You go there and everything is closed.
Oh, yeah.
Domino's is open.
Oh yeah, we have Deliveroo here. Actually, that's an interesting topic. We have Deliveroo here, right? And yes, Deliveroo is controversial in the UK because of their questionable employee practices, right? They overwork their employees and all that jazz. And everybody's like, oh, don't use Deliveroo because they're really bad to their employees. Then Deliveroo comes to Kuwait, right? and everybody praises Deliveroo for their employee support. And I'm like, look at the standard. It's like, it's probably the same policy. You can't, I'm not sure about that, but like most likely they're just treating them the same, but it's an upgrade somewhere else. And that's hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't know about that, to be honest.
I watched a random YouTube video, and it was about algorithms, but it was the Deliveroo algorithm that fucked up, and that's how I learned about it. Like, okay, now I know Deliveroo is bad there, but they're praised here for their employee support. How come? My only explanation is that, we have different standards, us in the UK.
Guys, this is a professional channel.
That debate. What is he eating? Yogurt? I mean, what are they feeding you? You poor child.
Mashed potatoes. You've just been in the UK. You guys eat like Germany is still bombing you.
Isn't the British national dish like chicken curry or something?
No, to be honest, I didn't eat like the only thing I ate there that was British. Maybe it was. Is it cottage pie? I think cottage pie. And it was actually nice,
Cottage pie is amazing. Cottage pie is amazing.
But that was about, maybe a beef Wellington, which is basically like a hamburger with some cheese. I have no idea. Like, it looked like I was like a piece of, like, I never understood, like, it tasted like something else, It tasted unoriginal. Let's put it that way.
You didn't have really oily fish and chips?
Come on. That's like... I don't eat codfish in general. I hate the taste, and that was like if they do it with hamur, I would eat it. But not
fish and chips.
Yes,
that's a business plan for you. That's a business idea.
Yeah, definitely. Go for it. Many people like these fillets, like big fish. Yeah.
Isn't that
what
like
are you
the
eating? What is that? It's really gooey. I cannot eat that.
It's mashed potatoes.
So
and
British.
What? Just mashed potatoes? That's what you ordered?
Yeah, and the pizza.
Mashed potatoes and a pizza?
Wow.
Dude, I ordered the pizza, but it has to be, the order has to be a specific amount. Dude, the order has to be a specific amount before it can deliver. So I just add anything.
This show is sponsored by Gaviscon, Somebody
I actually have it in my bag.
No, here's the thing about the British, right? I like if you look at them as a culture, you never know what they're good at. It's like partying, banter. Okay. What do you guys do?
The only country that they have a distinct name for something that is not in any other language is the word banter. You have no. I learned it like really late, but it means something.
Banter?
There is an Arabic equivalent to filsif.
No, that's not it. That's not it. No, that's not
I know it.
You just cannot. Somebody has got banter. Somebody has got banter, and it's a description of something, and it's not jokes only. It's like. I don't know. You the British people in the chat, explain it to us. But your name should not be ending with Khan, basically.
That is not allowed.
It's just somebody else is willing to take the,
Okay. Banter. Noun. The playful and friendly exchange of teasing remarks. Example. There was much good-natured banter. Verb. Exchange remarks in a good-humored, teasing way. Example, the man bantered with the waitress.
They explained it actually with the example, to be honest. It was so on point.
Yes, I understood exactly how it seems.
He definitely bantered with the waitress.
Wait, isn't that Gez?
No, it is not. It is not. That's what it meant in that context.
It is the closest.
I lived in this beautiful country for all my life. Okay, well, sure, whatever, You could live all you like,
Did you just call the UK beautiful?
It's actually, if you went there in the summer, you'd actually not go anywhere else. That's
like the 3 days it's not raining.
Totally. It was actually COVID time, yeah?
Right.
But people did not give a rat's ass. Once the sun was out, the guns were out. It was basically everybody drinking. I'll set the scene up. There's this place in Leeds called High Park. Yeah. I'm sorry, I actually invited so many people from Leeds here, but I mean,
no, it's
you know,
good.
I'm
We
gonna
have to
go
tease the
for
British. They can take it. They can take the banter.
I'm gonna go for it without holding my guns. Basically, they were drinking for hours in the park. Okay, that's no problem, right? The statement is, something people would do. But again, let's add a plot twist. The park did not have a bathroom. Yeah. So what happened? People were just squatting down if they're in the right gender and peeing up if they were the other gender. Just dropping their pants, they're letting go, airing their genitals and just going on about, and they're drinking mostly beer. What does beer do? You tell us.
Makes you
want to go to the bathroom more.
Yes.
It's basically a stimulant. A stimulant. So basically, he saw all of this from his window. Definitely, Maseb. I live by the stupid park anyway. No, I left my apartment. Definitely, I left from my apartment. I went on a couple of dates. The regular stuff. So
dates with the police, I heard.
Yeah,
we're not bringing that one up again. Sorry.
Yeah, that's one story. There's just one story, and they were like peeing all over the place. The problem is I had to exercise, and my exercise involves tying the bands. I know this is gonna sound like BDSM, but it's not. Basically, tying the. Oh wow! Somebody got it quick. Anyways, tying the. I mean, he's eating and enjoying the show, but he gets every joke instantly. Anyways. BDSM again, just tying the, whatever. I have to train. The problem is every tree is sus now using the lingo of, Among Us. Every tree right now is sus.
Delete this word.
You never know. You never know what's happening, basically. Maybe somebody just peed there. Could be a dog, could be a human. You have to follow the DNA at this point.
Why on a tree?
Because I have to try that. Why near a tree? You mean?
Yeah, it's like what?
Because you're kind of no, because you're kind of shielded from one angle. It's false safety. Like nobody has seen your ass, kind of. Yeah, right. But it's everybody kind of saw on the other side. But at least not everybody's seeing the full thing.
Yeah. You have to try it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the chat is blowing up today, huh? They're funnier than us. Come on, they're funnier than us.
Should become one of these channels that just gets all their content from their viewers, like Yai and shit.
Oh, isn't that like what Twitch streamers do? Like they sit down and they're like, "Yes, at Gabundi man, yes, you are correct. Thank you for the Twitch follow."
No, definitely. Thanks for the 5 KD donations. Thank whoever this for the 20 KD. I don't want to hear this shit. When that happens, I change the video. I swear, I just cannot hear this bullshit. Like, I don't care. He donated to your channel. I could read his name. You could read his name. Calling him out. What does it benefit?
No, it's for him. People want to be praised. They don't know this. Why do people donate 100 or I know one guy who's donated 200, and why? He's like, "Oh my god, are you serious? Do you need that money? Tell me if that's a mistake. I can bring you back." And then the guy sends another 200. It's like, "No, you deserve it." It's like, "Oh my god, thank you." Oh my god, I'm crying on stream. I'm crying on stream.
That's the entire SIP market right there.
You just explained the entire work process of Mr. Beast.
Oh.
Whatever that is, I'm gonna pretend that I actually follow these streamers. Yes, yeah, go on.
That guy is not a streamer, he's a YouTuber, and his entire idea of his channel is just burning money. Today I'm gonna go to Twitch and donate 5,000 to random people. Today I'm gonna give 10,000 to a homeless person. It's just that.
I mean, he did the one plant the trees project thing.
Yeah, now they're peeing on them.
Hang on. Somebody fact check this. Somebody actually fact checked this because somebody told me that if they peed on the trees, like look at this drunk that I actually was talking. If they peed on trees, that's like fertilizer. Does that even work? Like peeing? It's just crap, right? Crap would do that. But is it pee though? Yeah, fact check that, please. Like with your giant headphones.
Ammonia.
I remember like in primary school or middle school, they taught us that the entire process of fertilizer is ammonia binding with the roots. And what is pee but ammonia and sadness?
Ammonia and sadness.
No, hear this.
Not when you're drinking beer. Not when you're drinking beer. God knows what's in there at this point. It's like regular pee. Regular pee. It's like I don't know. We have to actually like
recycled and aged human urine can be used as a fertilizer with a low risk of transferring antibiotic resistance DNA to the environment, according to new research from the University of Michigan. I don't know if I trust Michigan to do this research, but okay.
Definitely.
Urine contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, key nutrients that the plants need to grow. And it continues on.
Who's sitting there aging piss?
That was basically it. I was waiting for you to point something out.
The French, but I'm pretty sure they call it wine.
Yeah, fucking.
What? I mean, people on too many, different like types of shit. Don't even let us go there.
They farted it.
Come on! This many British people in the chat, and you don't want me to shit on the French? We won't fucking follow us.
They actually love the French.
Oh, do you?
What?
That's a big statement.
Them. There's many of them in the chat. You asked them.
I'm offended. I'm not British, and I'm offended. It's a rivalry. They need to be like. Rawr! They need to engage with Banter versus the French.
Well, I don't think the French could take a joke.
Last time the British and the French engaged in banter, Sabaton made an entire album about it.
Oh yeah.
No, did you guys know that the middle finger was a gesture given by the medieval longbowmen did to the French, because the French would cut out the longbowmen's middle finger when they catch them, so they can't shoot bows. And as a gesture of defiance, the bowman would leave middle finger, and the gesture struck. Do you know how I know this? Raid Shadow Legends. No wait, the other one. Rise of Kingdoms.
No. I'll tell you exactly what
I'm so offended that I know this from.
That's VPN for you. I told you to like just eliminate these ads on YouTube, but just go on premium. By the way, YouTube, thank you for that. That premium thing. It saved my life. Now I cannot watch the lectures of Indian guy on YouTube usually because of how many ads he would put. Now I can actually watch them and learn from the best. How about that?
No,
instead of actually having so many commercials.
No, wait. You don't want to
actually. Yesterday, I told Tyrell the story.
You don't want to watch Frodo try to play AFK Arena while his troll from his old RPG game goes to him and tells him how he shouldn't be playing AFK Arena. It's a very important ad.
Dude, actually, speaking about ads, yesterday I told Tyrell a story. Do you know the most hated, the most hateful comment section in YouTube? What it is?
Go on. Let me actually
people are like,
let me check into my Schlonik because they want to see my beautiful face and match it with my location. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but everybody wear the mask. Everybody wear the mask. They're not
see British people. See what they have to deal with. They have to actually take pictures. You guys are complaining about the contact tracing app. I have to actually show them my location, share pictures at the same time, and say zero about it.
Wait.
Actually, about that app, I went to the hospital. They made me download it. They made me download it, and they activated it. And then 5 minutes later, the ministry called me. Why aren't you at home? I'm like, I was just in the hospital when they activated it. Yeah, some people don't know this, but you actually need a phone to actually leave. Don't do it again.
They knew you were the imposter and you could have vented. That's exactly it.
Okay. We're having you on the next Among Us stream. Right?
Maybe. Oh. Yeah. It is
I gotta ask. The British have a contact app that they made, and then no one said anything about it, because Canada made one, and it's Trudeau's biggest achievement this year. He's been going non-stop on interviews talking about it.
I'll tell you how their app works. How about that? You basically go to Starbucks, you want to grab a coffee. If you're going to eat in, basically, which is drink your coffee in, but it still tell you to eat in. If you're eating your coffee in, you have to scan the barcode and it will basically check you in. And if anybody who checked in at the time that you were there, got COVID, they will basically alert you to monitor yourself. Look how polite these people are. Yeah, like they'll alert you to go get a test and stuff like that. And maybe self-isolate. Yeah, and for us, I am sus, and I'm not even. I've been tested 2 days ago before I traveled. Like I'm definitely not sus, basically.
No, yeah. the weird thing about the British is that they're always so fucking skeptical about their government, and
it's running perfect.
And it's just
the trains are on time. The trains are on time. Everything is on time. I've never had a problem with anything. What starts at 5 starts at 5, and they still shit on. I mean, do you know what 5 means in Kuwait? 5 means 6:30.
Yes, indeed.
You have to realize 5 means 6:30.
Yeah. There's something called Kuwaiti timing, yeah. Like there's a time zone within the time zone.
Kuwait has 5 time zones in it, so always be aware. And it's not all vertical; some of them are horizontal.
Yeah, some of them are depending on the weather. Some of them are depending on whether there was a football match yesterday. Like there are a bunch of time zones. They're all different.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, about the British. Actually, the British. They're the only people I'd forgive for being skeptical of their government.
How come?
Because only in Britain do they once a year say, remember that guy who rebelled against us in the medieval times? Here, let's burn his effigy. So not to do anything. We killed him and we'll keep burning his effigy every year.
I mean,
this is...
Look, all I'm saying is, if that happened in China, this would be a topic in the Salt Climate. That's all.
No. Here's one thing I'll give to the British: they overthrew their monarch, gave it to Parliament, and they were like, you know what, you can have your stuff back. Just sit there, sign papers, be fancy, and we'll just take over. Okay, just sit there, right? We're good. Yeah, let's keep the monarchy. Why not? Meanwhile, the French,
it's fine. Let's just pay our taxpayer money to the Queen's corgis.
Yeah, nobody cares. Let's bring it back. Who gives a fuck? You fought a civil war for 10 years. They're like, we'll bring him back. It was better. I mean, just having him there, threatening to do stuff. Blows my head every time.
And then you have Macron.
Yeah, that brings us.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we should
go
to the
lien, and that's how you segue.
Look. The problem is with the whole situation. The whole thing is messy. I was actually talking to him earlier about this.
Macron?
Who, Macron?
Oh yeah, I have him on my hot number. What are you on about?
Which tree did he piss on? His little brother is Arasan. Why does he always tag along?
Did he just call you pretty?
See, how can you tell somebody's British? Okay, you proved yourself, Maseb Khan, despite your name, that you are indeed British. I'll give you that. Okay.
Is this what Banter is?
He's got Banter, yeah. No, I'm telling you. If out of 10, he has about 8.5.
Wow.
I mean, the guy sometimes gives me a run for my money. That's how good he is.
Very good.
Dude,
excellent.
Dude, the fact that Banter is an English concept and cannot be translatable is so appropriate, because only the English can invent a word for being sarcastic for 30 minutes straight.
To be honest, I love their humor.
Oh yes, nothing beats British humor.
This is this viral video going on about somebody who basically fell into a ditch, and somebody pulled up to him and he's telling him, "Why are you parked here?" And he's telling him, "I'm not parked here. I'm calling the police." And and the other guy is telling him, "No, you should not be parking here." And he fell into the fucking ditch. Somebody has to pull that video. Somebody has to put, like, seriously, if you could play something, just play that video. I just could leave at this point. They would be laughing till tomorrow. That's it.
You're gonna have to find that video. You're gonna have to find that video for me.
I'll actually go for it.
Also, Gabandi man, how dare you call me trillionaire? That is not my name. I refuse. And sure. Sure. Why not? No. Topic. We have topic. Yes, the French. Now, here's context for the peoples who do not know. Some random teacher was doing a thingy. Where it was like, I want to teach people about free speech and free discourse. So this is some offense. This is some, what?
I found the video, just saying.
Oh, right, great.
Yeah.
If you want.
We're going to have to use the primitive tactic, Arasan.
Yes.
So,
Oh, God.
Yes. So while that happens, he's teaching people about free speech, right? And it's like, oh, okay, here are some offensive things that you may not agree with, and you can look away, right? But it's important for the concept of free speech. And somehow he had the picture of the Prophet in there, which is a very sensitive topic to our Muslim viewers, right? And
including
what happens?
Maseb Khan,
the British. So what's the logical reaction when somebody does something you don't agree with? Well, you kill them, of course. So one guy comes out, it's like, here's your free speech. Wow, through a spear. And that guy dies, right?
It wasn't a spear. You have to explain what actually happened because it's important.
Decapitation and then bled out, yes. But that's besides the point.
The only method of execution in France.
So that was actually deep because I don't think they actually put people to death there. Yeah, good job, actually, good job.
So what ends up happening is a bunch of stupid shit happens. So some Frenchies are like, revenge, let's kill some other people that are not related because they're French, they're not too bright. And Macron sits down and he's like, we will not condemn this act, and we will not remove our values and whatever. And then Arabs and shit are like boycott France, or more specifically French products.
You know who I feel bad for? Do you know who I feel bad for? Macron.
Yeah? Okay.
He's a piece of shit. But do you know why I feel bad for him?
Yeah.
Because French people say he's he's being an apologetic for the Muslims that killed the woman, and the people in the Muslim world are saying he's an apologetic for the teacher.
Yeah, it's like one guy is like Islamophobe, and the other one is Islamophile. I don't know.
I mean, the whole situation is a mess.
Bit of context, because the Trinidad didn't mention. He first made a whole big ass speech about how Islam is in conflict or in crisis. Sorry, the term is in crisis, and how he will put legislation to create a enlightened Islam in France, and that's the thing that pissed off the most people. The other thing is he pulled off this really symbolic move that I don't know what he intends to do. He took the same cartoon of the Prophet and he put it on government buildings.
Yeah.
Which
okay, hold on. Before you shit on Macron, we need to understand one thing about the French, and that's important for the people who don't know, right? Mm-hmm. So French secularism it's different from regular secularism. Yes. Okay, there is a regular secularism, which is freedom of religion, and then there's French secularism, which is referred to as, and I pulled up Wikipedia for this, laïcité or something to that effect, and that means freedom from religion. You need to understand that the demon that you're dealing with when it comes to France before you start pointing fingers. So yeah, Macron does that, perfectly understandable, because those guys don't kid. Right? With that said, proceed,
Like, since you brought that up, this is in all French. It's in integrated into French culture, even in Canada. Quebec has made laws in its province regarding the wearing of any religious clothing in official sectors, in the government sectors and stuff, which is directly different from the secular state in the rest of the country. But that's not the point. Let's talk about the actual situation of what happened. Macron, over his entire presidency,
I have to mention the pronunciation is relevant. For any Canadian government, you can see that it's working.
I'm learning
that.
Definitely a Quebec citizen.
Yes. I say bonjour and all that.
Yes, very good, very good. No, sorry, proceed.
I tell you, Mahmoud, you don't know this about the city I'm in. Okay, so there's a river going through it. You cross the river, you walk across the river, everything's in French now. The street signs, you get into a cafe, they start saying bonjour. It's just this one area.
I mean, Canada's Canada, I mean, out of all the countries in the world, I think if there's a place I would move in, is Canada.
Oh, welcome.
Really?
Yeah.
Really good weather.
I don't get involved in politics. I don't give a shit who gets elected. If something happens to the country, just grab my bags.
Yeah. You don't get involved in politics, and that's the problem. Because only in Canada, the politics get involved with you.
I don't think so. I'm like an expat. Who's gonna I always have the card, yeah? The expat. I mean, I'm like expat card, basically. I'm just not my problem.
Dude.
Grab my bags.
I know that.
More than many people do.
Dude, given my ethnicity and how I look, if I go to Canada, they'd make me fucking prime minister. I know that. But
one thing's guaranteed, you're getting scholarships. That's
even what?
One thing's guaranteed is you're getting scholarships. I've seen.
That's the beginning. That's the beginning.
Oh, please, hit me up.
To proceed, guys.
I think we need to take a look at what is Macron doing. Ever since he started in his presidency, he's been very up and down with his approval. We've seen the yellow vest things, and people just every 2 minutes they start rioting against his ass.
But that's it's the French culture.
Yeah, it's the French culture, yes.
But
I think right now he's, again, like you said, he's between a rock and a hard place, between which side he supports, and I think he went, full nationalist. And looks cool.
Go on, yeah.
Anyway.
No, you don't understand. You have to ignore him. He'll just be rattled up now.
Okay.
We're teasing Britain too much. He has to make. He has to punch back.
So he went with the full nationalist route of adhering to that sort of fan base, to say. I'm worried about how practical this will be for the actual issues that come up, which are refugee problems and the refugee debate. The way I see it, I have to clarify from the beginning, I'm not a refugee. I'm an immigrant. I came here with my money and my work and all of that. So I did not experience.
You can't take that away from me.
I did not experience any of the things. The worst thing that happened to me is that our houses got looted to hell in Syria. That's what nobody did. I'm pretty sure a few bombshells fell on one apartment. One time, my grandpa went into one of his apartments and found just an entire family just sitting there. But again,
what the fuck are you?
I mean, documents meant anything, huh?
They don't.
It's a piece of paper, It's a piece of paper once that first bomb drops. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to refugees in Germany and Europe in general, and France, there's an important argument of they need to integrate into our culture or they're harming it. And the way I see is being a refugee, much like any form of immigration, assimilating with the culture of the country that you're in is mandatory. Like that is the least you can do to a nation that gives you an opportunity to.
What? No, that's crazy. No, Yasha, you're perfectly wrong. Let me explain to you why. No. They invited us in. That means it's our house. All right. My rules apply. You gave me a square meter. That's mine now. Fuck off.
I mean, I'm sure the idea was to, even from the countries that accepted refugee status at some point, is to integrate people by the third generation, right? That's the plan. Yep. That's usually the plan.
Usually, yes, but there is this. I think there is the added element of there has to be a law system that constantly puts the threat of taking away what you've been given. Like every time someone mentions something like that, the whole human rights, you can't send them back to war zones, you can't send them back to nonsense. But I think even now, there's not much of a war zone. Like Bashar won, everything's coming down, just killing people up north because Turkey is mad at Kurdish people as usual. Nothing new.
I swear, it's like every world leader is like in kindergarten, and that's how they're holding their grudges. I swear, it's so weird.
It's like a free for all. They go play Fortnite in real life in Syria. That's what they do. But yeah, for a refugee, okay, you were in a state where you were fearing for your life, and now you have opportunities to live decently, to work, to raise your children. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. You have to sort of accept that and be silent as you see it.
Yeah, that does not work for the Arabs.
The Arabs, yeah, I've seen it. Okay,
let me tell you what I've seen. About the Arabs, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it was about the
Chinese. Don't do it.
Okay, that's an important point.
Because Chinatown, Chinatown is not a thing in every country.
Yeah, they have a Chinatown, okay. Sure.
But
Chinatown,
China's laws is in Chinese.
China's laws don't work in Chinatown. It's still
China's not a religion. China's not a religion.
Arabs are not a religion either, but
they come with their religion, though. They do come with their religion, though.
All immigrants have their communities and religious and cultural values and such, and they form them. They form Chinatown, Greek town, Little Italy, all of those. I think what matters is the actual context of the culture itself. You see, what's the difference between like the culture of Chinese people's interactions versus Arabs? Arabs have been breastfed centuries of being prideful and standing up for what you think is right. And you do talk about my sister, I come
where? That yes.
That is important. The Chinese
Vaginophobia.
Yep. The Chinese people have been breastfed centuries of being a slave to the emperor and just bitching to everybody and bowing down to everyone. They go to a different country, they just remain to themselves. They stay silent. Arabs don't stay silent. They have to talk about their problems everywhere.
Honestly, I have a different perspective. I don't think it's about culture at all. It's not a matter of culture. To me, it's a matter of the difference between an immigrant and a refugee. And what's the difference? An immigrant prepares to go outside, plans it, and is mentally and psychologically ready and wants to go there. A refugee suddenly woke up, realized their country disappeared, and now they're forced to kind of go somewhere else. They aren't ready. They kind of, there will be a level of pride of you won't take my identity away. I see that.
I'm
a refugee. I fled somewhere. But so that, of course they wouldn't be ready to integrate. They didn't plan to go there. Tomorrow, Kuwait disappears and you try to go somewhere and suddenly you have to, let's say you have to go to, let's say Poland. You love Poland. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Anything. You have to go to Singapore. But now you have to come and integrate and everything. And you're like, I didn't plan for this. I didn't sign up for it. I kind of just ran away. So
Julian is not a good person to give that analogy for.
Yes, I know.
Look at, like a father of four that does not want to wants to raise his family on these specific cultural values, and now he can't, and now he has somewhere where he has to protect that. He never wanted to shift in culture for his children, for example.
In fact, I'd like to say a very unpopular opinion in the salt grinder, but I think the refugees are actually secretly afraid. They're very, very afraid, as much as the locals are afraid of them.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have to be sticking together. I mean, like, they're sticking together.
No, we don't. No, nobody here is saying they're not afraid, and nobody here is saying that that's not fine. But if you have to be afraid. You're in a new place and you don't know what it's about, and
even more. I'm not only talking about being afraid of a new place, being afraid of their own, family structure changing, their whole culture changing, because it kind of happened quickly. They didn't plan for it.
But the process of going from a person in a family in a stable country to being a refugee is just a process of constant fear every step of the way.
Yes, which is why I don't blame the refugees. I blame the governments for not dealing with that properly. Because
I have a question about refugees. I have a question. So why do you take refugees? You take refugees because it's a humanitarian thing. They lost their country, so you take them in because it's safer. Why? And I don't say this in a mean spirit, but why do you treat them or deal with them when it comes to your policy in a way that they're gonna stay here permanently?
That was
the hope of any government. Like, in a way, but by the third generation, you have new workforce. Like, as any immigration would, it benefits.
Yeah, look. You want to increase your population. You want to increase the voting pool for whatever party you're in, whatever. Do it, but not for refugees. It's a very delicate thing because it won't be easy. Canada and fucking Australia already open their immigration legs like this. So they already have that. But to try to integrate refugees, it's like, deep down, do refugees even want to integrate? Did they come into Canada or whatever with the mentality of we're gonna stay here permanently, or do they treat it like we're just staying here temporarily as soon as the issue finishes? And that's that makes a difference. Like my professor of anthropology, like he did a field study, I think in New York, about drug addicts, homeless people who are drug addicts, like they stay in a harbor, and he interviewed them, and he said one thing: when you talk to each one of them individually, they always tell you, these people are bad, this is a slum, I don't belong here, one day I'll leave. Each one of them says the same thing. They don't see themselves as part of the slum, the NPCs walking in a slum. No, they're like, I'm here, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't belong here, and I'm gonna leave. So, back to the refugee issue, psychologically, do they see themselves as wanting to integrate, or do they see themselves as, I'm in this new place, I'm gonna leave one day, I don't belong here, hopefully this. So that changes. So you wanna fucking increase your population by all means, but don't be this rash when it comes to refugees. Fucking have psychologists, because it's a very delicate issue. You need fucking anthropologists, you need psychologists, you need...
Hire Arasan. He's gonna graduate soon.
Gotta graduate.
Well, that was actually, he was plugging himself, wasn't he, huh?
Yes.
But I agree with him. It's just, I think there's an element of ideals versus practicality. Probably the parents of a refugee family would love to go back home, but a country like Syria, there is no Syria anymore. It's just literally half the buildings are rubble. I have friends in there that walked and filmed the city. One building is up, one building is down. It's sort of that, something like that. So it's an issue. Is it best for your family? You start thinking that way. You would love to be back at home, but can you do that?
And if you can't, what does that say? And how do you deal with that? And generally, I like the analysis, Arasan, but I do have an issue, which is I love to throw responsibilities on everyone, government, person. I don't like when only a full person is at fault, right? and the refugee, especially if he's going back, should not have a mouth and a say in things. Am I wrong in that?
No, but by the second generation, they're a citizen at this point.
If they're a citizen, then you've assimilated.
Well, Maseb Khan is a British citizen. Maybe his grandparents weren't, but he is now. He comes with his own culture that is different from white culture. And he has a say in things now. And that's what's happening throughout Europe, throughout Britain.
Yeah, once we reach the second and third generation, the topic will change, but we're not there yet. It's still very delicate.
Only with Syrian refugees, yes. But with everybody else, you kind of by the third generation at this point.
No, keep in mind, I started this by saying there's a difference between immigrants and refugees.
Okay, the Algerians in France, for example.
They're not refugees.
Well, all right, how about Libyans?
I know nothing about Libyan refugees.
No, well, they've been migrated.
You have family in France, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us, help us out.
My family is okay. Let's say I have two uncles. One uncle who has been French for decades. He has studied there and became a citizen there. Another French came as my other uncle came as a refugee, right? And his family. My uncle who's French is way more in tune with his culture, way more closed off. I think he grew to appreciate Syrian culture having lived there for that long, and he prefers to stick with his family. But he looks very normal. Like you can't tell that he's Syrian. And keep in mind, both of their wives aren't wearing hijabs and stuff like that. And their kids speak French primarily. All these factors are there. My other uncle who came as a refugee is full on, I will assimilate in every way. Took courses in his degree in French. Works like he's full on in that direction. So I'm not sure if this is a. Why give him attention? Just let it go.
I told you, cup the monster. You keep
no. Here's the thing.
Look, Maseb Khan.
He's British. Look at him. That's so British. Oh my God!
Look. The answer to that question will depend whether this stream is monetized or not.
Not a single penny has entered my pocket, and I've actually sweated, bullets on this stream many times.
Give it time. We'll be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Don't worry.
But my argument about refugees is essentially this. This is the extent of what I'm saying. Treat the issue delicately. Countries will do what they're gonna do. It's not about what they're doing. It's about how fast they're doing it and how rashly they're doing it. It's not only about the speed by which you accept immigrants, but refugees. It's also by how you treat them once they're there. Again, get psychologists, get all of that. Because
TLDR. Don't be Merkel.
I read, I was looking up Macron's approval rating just before the stream. I found an article. Apparently, Merkel's approval rating is at an all-time high right now.
What?
Every president's approval ratings go up a few months before they leave, because Merkel will leave soon. So
that is possible.
It's nostalgia points.
No. Approval increased because she said this is her last term, and everyone's like, "Oh, thank God."
Okay. I mean, she stayed in power for about good 15 years, didn't she?
15 years, yes. Solid. Jesus.
Merkel did, say whatever you want about Merkel, but she's competent. She did what Hitler dreamed of. She brought down Europe. And she's gonna leave with full dignity now. No gun to her head. No fucking people marching into Berlin.
The British are. They actually left.
that scenario, they saw Germany. It's like, we've been here before, Germany. We've been here before.
Dude, I'll tell you why Britain left the EU. So the EU started doing all of this shit, the new shit.
Right.
They fucking want to create a country at this point. So Churchill turned in his grave, and in his turn, the UK left.
Maybe.
No, it went like this. So, like Churchill, was writhing in his grave, and so Thatcher did not join the EU or the Euro, right? And then they kicked out Thatcher, right? And Thatcher told Churchill. It took them a while. It took her a while to find him, right? But when she told him, it's like he picked up a cigar, and he started influencing Boris like a ghost.
Wasn't Boris at the time?
Well, he campaigned with Farage, right? Like both of them were
Boris,
like,
Boris is a fucking joke. He's a joke.
Haircut and riding a bike, though. Nobody,
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
bicycle. I mean, come on.
Dude,
That's
I
like-
don't think he's prime minister, honestly.
He comes from a royal family. He actually comes from a noble lineage. Like, go actually fact check this, since you're the Jamie of this stream.
No, you're all wrong. His name is Boris, therefore Putin bot. That's it. That's done. It's very simple. Okay? Anybody I don't agree with is being hacked by Russia.
Dude,
How strong is that country? It's still an oil-dependent country, isn't it? That's so strong, huh?
Well, according to Biden, the US won't be oil dependent in 3 years.
Like, the boogeyman of Europe at this point.
Oh yeah, Putin. Oh my God.
Whole existence.
Oh yeah, Putin is like just sitting there and is like, it's good to be hated. Where are them haters at? It's just walking around. He doesn't give a fuck.
It's funny when he realized that he should stop censoring memes about him because it's good publicity.
And he became the meme. He became the meme. My God, dude. There's no PR god than Putin's PR team. Oh my God, Russia Today. Mwah. Oh, the positive PR. You'd look at her, it's like, I want to like you. You're a dictator, but I love it. It's like, what? Like,
how can you hate a guy that is walking down a corridor with a stretched resolution with some dumb music to it? How can you hate?
Oh, dude, that meme, like white Putin. Oh, I love it so much. The white countries meme. I loved it.
I can't wait for the next British Prime Minister. I can't wait. Please.
It's going to be a Tory.
No,
Jacob
fuck, yeah, it will be a Tory. What?
Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Jacob Rees-Mogg, please. This guy is practically Prime Minister now. Just fucking remove the formality. Dude, you look at Boris's moves and you analyze them and you're like, this looks like Jacob Rees-Mogg.
I just hate how proper he is. That's the thing. Dude, that's the thing about Jacob Rees-Mogg that boggles my mind. Politicians try to always sound relatable, so they can get the approval of the people. This guy looks you in the eye and tell you, I grew up in a privileged household. I am posh, and I'm not going to be apologetic for it. And when you actually see him talk to people, he's actually one of the most humble politicians I've seen in Britain. He's extremely humble. That's a politician for you, though. That's a politician for you. That's like the thing that's missing from Trump, Biden, these people. Look, British people are very proper. That's actually a word. It's like you have no equivalent for it in Arabic or in America. Somebody being proper. It's like he's very proper. He sits like the rows, and it's in the right place, not to the left, not to the right. It's always center, and he has to check. And he goes like, "Hello," He would sit down, talk to you calmly, dismantle your idea while sounding posh, and just ends the conversation. There's nothing you could say after that. Like the sentence was so proper. Maybe it's full of shit, but the grammar is perfect. The full stops. The commas, you could actually tell the commas and the full stops and the punctuation from the pronunciation even. That's how good he is. Like,
and even in the actual House of Commons, Dude, the speaker had to look him in the eye and tell him, please stop giving way to people. We need to keep going.
Oh, yeah, of course I give way.
Dude, Satan.
I give way to the honourable gentleman.
Of course I give way. Dude, Satan can enter the room and he'll give him way. I swear.
That. Yeah, go ahead.
I have to say, for Maseb Khan, I used to use L'Oreal because I'm worth it. But now with the French boycott, like I'm gonna have to change my supplier. I'm looking at local production, and I'm out of options. I'm really desperate. My hair deserves the best.
If you're ever lost in any country, Head and Shoulders. Yeah.
No, that's why my hair looks like this.
No, Head and Shoulders.
Look at that guy. What do you want me to put? Like avocado oil?
Dude, anything.
You want me to put mayonnaise? You know, I've seen people put mayonnaise. I've seen people put mayonnaise in their hair. I'm like, you do realize it's not fried.
Dude. Do you want the best shampoo?
Oh, totally. Herbal essences.
Johnson's baby shampoo.
Oh, really? It will smell good for 5 minutes. And, you know, in my Arab sweats, like, you know, because I'm like, you know, because of all the garlic and shit, you know, even my hair will smell like garlic at this point. What are you talking about?
Dude, head and shoulders fucking
no
burns
tears
your
anymore. No tears anymore. That's the only good thing about it. I always cried as a child because of it. I have no idea. Like, somebody has to sue these people, to be honest.
Actually,
my trust as an 8-year-old, my trust, it said no tears after today. And all the time it would hurt my eyes. I mean,
actually, fun fact, they did talk about this thing. No tears anymore is not actually referring to the shampoo getting in your eyes. It's referring to how your hair won't be tangled, and thus when you know, it won't be pulled on and you won't cry.
What? No one thought that. No one in the world.
No one thought that.
I'm pretty sure I heard it somewhere.
In my life.
Yeah.
No. You're all wrong. Everybody knows the best hair product.
Dude, fuck you. The corona, the COVID.
Look, I really have to comment about it, to be honest. Because I've been looking at this quite a while now, and I'm like, really, isn't the point of having a safe at home is to hide it from prying eyes? Why is this thing visible to everybody else? Like everybody who knows where your safe is, basically. Please.
Like they open the safe.
I mean, it's about 2.5 kilos. You know, I actually have the exact same one. But I mean,
if you manage to find my room,
Mahmoud is so angry. I can hear him from your mic, Trillion.
Definitely. That's true. I mean, you live pretty close to us. All I have to do is just wave at you at this point. Oh, yeah.
No. First of all, the safe, you're welcome to it. There's nothing in there. Second of all, everybody knows the best hair products have whale sperm, and now you all imagine that there's somebody's whacking off whales for better hair product, and you're welcome.
I mean, the mental image. I mean, that's a good time to actually show an example of British banter. You should actually put the video on.
All right. Yes, it's ready. It's right there. It's right here. Let me see.
Yeah. Go for it.
So do I put it or do you?
No, you put the audio because we're primitive. I haven't learned how to do the thing yet.
But it's not live. It's not live. So the audio won't be synced.
19 and late.
Okay, hold on. Let me try. So I'm gonna share screen. Share screen. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in the address bar and then reload the page. What?
Looks too complicated for me.
Somebody is share screen. The link is in the private chat.
How do you even share screen?
There's a button right there, like in the middle of everything.
Actually, my screen isn't very safe for work, so I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself.
Yasha, go ahead.
I mean, who uses porn on their laptop? Haven't you heard of a phone?
This is a PC. I know you're new to the PC life, but
I see.
The rest of the population uses PC.
Definitely. Well, that's only you guys, to be honest. Nobody else. Like, I mean, you're the exception to the rule here. I'm actually on my laptop.
Yeah, you don't have a cam yet. We'll work on that.
Well, I've actually learned how to connect the phone cam to the thing.
Is this working?
Yeah, it's working. Looks like. Yeah.
Well, can you hear it?
The audio.
No, we cannot hear the audio.
No, the audio still doesn't work. I don't know how to fix that. I know there's a way. I just have no idea how to.
Can you share like not the screen but a specific app?
This is the specific app. Yes. This is the specific app.
Then try to share the screen.
Very well.
Just
some screens that you share audio. Look for sure.
Yeah, I
hold your phone up to the camera.
Oh, wait. I think I got it.
Actually, you can use your camera as a very, very good webcam if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm actually learning how.
Oh, no, don't do that, fucking... Where are we, peasants?
I mean, anything at this point.
What? Wait. Okay, now it doesn't want to work. Can you hear?
Okay.
Yes, the audio.
Why, yes, we can. Amazing.
Yeah, Alpha. It's all right, mate. You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park you. I'm on the phone to the police.
Fucking hell. How did you get in here? You're on the phone to the police?
Yes, I'm on the phone to the police. They need
You've been driving?
Sorry?
You've been drinking driving?
No, I haven't.
So I can smell alcohol on you.
I can smell alcohol on me.
You're bloody pissed. You can't. How did you get in there?
What road
Oh, but you're driving it, didn't you?
Can you ask me what road I'm on?
Yeah, it's a concrete road,
No.
a thin, narrow back lane.
You know the name of the road?
Yes, push it right in the ditch. Road, it's called. No, it's called Pearson's Green Road.
Here's the Green Road.
Paddock Wood, Kent. Have you been under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
I haven't got any alcohol or drugs on me, sir.
What about in your system?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck are you getting there, sir? Are you okay though?
Yeah, I am, but my other friend is not really.
Oh, you got a lady in there with you? Oh, I didn't know
He's
that.
actually answering his question. Just that he would ask him, "Why are you parked here, sir?" Just that the fact that he asked him, "Why are you parked here?" Is that's British banter for you.
He's taking it in stride. It's like, yep, this is happening. Yep. Can't do much about it. And no, Maseb Khan, you can't join the stream. Actually, I have to allow you in as moderator. So you may not join the stream unless I will it.
You have to do it
through the appropriate channel.
Yeah, this isn't fucking Google Hangouts where the second you get the link, haha, I am for invading forever.
No, the funniest thing is, he actually made a comment about being an expert with a mouse. I have to tell you, this guy finished a full-on degree doing computer analysis on stuff with using the touchpad.
Hello, Salman.
I have no idea how is that possible. I've seen it in my own eyes and I cannot even believe them. He's drawing AutoCAD with the touchpad, zooming in and out like that, basically. And just
no, it's possible, but it's not as visible. Why would you do that to yourself?
I mean, at this point,
this is what happens when you're a kid and you watch The Matrix and you're like, I want to do that when I grow up.
I mean, look, with this guy,
British. He's British.
Yeah. Rebellious by nature.
It's like, I own, this is my house, my rules. Sounds like a dictator to me. Like, what do you want? Leave me alone.
What was the topic again? The topic was France, right? Yeah, France.
Yeah. Boycotts are, let's recap. Boycotts are dumb. French are like insecure about religion. And thank you. Thank you.
I mean, at this point, like...
What do you mean you can't afford a mouse? Show me your keyboard. Show me your 12 quid keyboard.
There we go.
This is for like 12 quid. What are you talking about?
Show you. Let me show you. Actually, this is
Here we'd be paying 60 quid for it.
the greatest invention. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, it almost got destroyed. Yeah. Look at this thing. Yeah. Let me just make sure you could actually do this. Change the colors.
Look at that. Look at how happy he is.
Like look at this.
It's like a peasant feature.
It's like Bluetooth, and it's just for £12, equivalent of 5 KD, ladies and gentlemen, on Amazon.
Dude, this is the equivalent when your dad discovers a video call for the first time.
No, but you have to realize.
Look what I can do.
I use this for my iPad, and it's just amazing, to be honest. It has the sounds as well. Like this thing is just has the mechanical feel to it. Like this is the best thing.
You know what this reminds me of, Arasan? You know that meme where it's like I showed my grandpa memes and he loved them so much he printed them out and started giving them to his friends?
Yeah.
That meme.
I'm being called out in chat. I mean, I said I wanted to buy you a mouse. I just could not, bring myself to buy somebody a mouse. I thought you're going to give up. I thought the workload will break you. I thought you're going to buy the mouse yourself at some point, but you won at the end. You finished your dissertation even with just a mouse.
Okay, hold on, guys. I have a topic for y'all, which is very important. Election? Yeah, nothing. The guys dying in France? Nothing. No. This is a conundrum, a mystery. And we're going to need to solve it together. And it's a question proposed to me by Arasan that I'm like, this has to be a thing.
I mean, the moment I heard the question, I was like, it's him.
Yeah, no.
What even is it?
Is the need to have waifus a manifestation of humanity's inherent desire to want to own slaves?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. What? He actually said the word? Oh.
Sorry, SLLVE. Don't demonetize me, YouTube.
What is left at this point? We have about 9 viewers and they keep decreasing with time. I have no idea. Am I that scary? I mean, we had 20 at some point, right? But I don't know what happened afterwards.
No, we hit a 10. We hit a good 10, which is like our high. And we hit 170, guys. Congratulations us. Anyways.
172 live updates.
Oh, wow, really? Okay. You brought 2 subscribers to us, Mahmoud, the best. Thank you. That's besides the point. Very important. Everybody has a waifu these days. And I despise it. Everybody's like, this bitch waifu, that bitch waifu. Whether it be an actress or an actress playing a role or some video game thing. And what?
You're my wife.
I mean, you have very...
Anyways.
Wow, he changed his... Wow, we changed your location. Are you comfortable where I was? Comfortable.
Feels weird.
I was really warming the seat for you the whole time.
Oh, thank you.
Beware, though, he is sus. He is sus. Wear your mask. He is sus.
Oh, no.
That's actually a good feature to mix it up, It's a very good feature to mix it up. Just change the locations of everybody.
Brilliant. He's so obsessed with you as his waifu, he replaced your brother.
Oh, see.
I'll
be in your house.
Shots fired.
How does it feel that you're in my seat?
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, it's definitely warm, I give you that.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to follow that one.
No, topic. Hear me out. Hear the argument. A waifu generally loves you unconditionally, does whatever you want, right? And has your best interests at heart no matter what, no matter how bad you smell, no matter how good or don't you look. It doesn't matter. Waifu does everything for you. That's the idea, right? And that meets a lot of slave criteria. Granted, there's the inner hatred the slave has towards his master, but that's not necessary. There were slaves and slave owners who got along pretty well, so it's not like necessary. What's necessary is the act of owning something, right? And therefore, I'm saying, is it just a different manifestation of the need of man to own something, and woman, to own something? Because they have husbandos too. You can't exclude the peoples. So tell me, guys, what do you think? I think I'm getting on something here. I think we're hitting some hard psychology and understanding inherent nature.
Actually, I'm gonna send a picture in general on the Discord server, which I think is the best picture ever when it comes to this waifu thing.
You can also share screen so that our poor viewers can view the thingy.
I'm not even on your Discord server.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
right?
You changed. You showed up as a gesture of good faith. People heckled you, and you never responded. So I assume you just.
Oh, I see. People have been poking me. I'm going to respond now that I'm free. I'm definitely going to respond, and it's not going to be pretty. Some people are experiencing, when I go off like a bomb, and
Yeah, but here's
okay. Is it sharing? Is it sharing?
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
Maseb Khan, you're wrong.
Nice.
To be honest, if somebody does that, I mean,
see, this has banter energy.
Yeah.
No, here's why you're wrong, Maseb Khan. Slaves didn't have a choice. That is true. There was always the choice to kill your master, run away, and die, but that's besides the point. What you're portraying is her choice. The waifu doesn't have a choice. She's enchanted by your beauty or something, right? And she can't help herself.
Charisma.
Yeah, that basement charisma. Yeah, your mother's basement charisma. It's high. It's something about the scent.
It's just the scent of Cheetos dust, right?
Yeah, it's like it acts like pheromones, right? And
No, it's years of hentai plot.
Oh, definitely, and smelling like armpits.
Exactly. So no, there is no choice for the waifu. That's the point. And you can do whatever you want, and she'll never be angry with you. And if she's angry with you, it's because she wants you. She wants to give you the arc of, oh no, I care about you now.
Yes.
I mean, at this point, owning something is always nice, But yeah, I mean,
I like
that's
owning.
True, Oh, definitely. Like it's you. How do you treat your car? Do you pound that thing like it's nobody's business?
I refuse to.
No, dude, that's one thing. That's one thing. If you are in a relationship,
Yes.
just go to your significant other today and tell them. So, which story arc are we in right now?
Which character?
You get a free roll in our Discord server if you film the reaction.
Yeah.
And 100 KD on top of that.
To compensate you for your loss.
Which Genshin Impact character are you today?
Don't start that.
To introduce you back to incel status, basically.
That's how you regain your virginity.
Exactly my point.
No, it's actually like that's the Genshin Impact thing. Like everybody's like, oh my god, waifu game. You're like, no, how dare you? Just
Maseb Khan is saying, Brilliant, you give me a rapey vibes.
I mean, maybe I have the unibrow for it. I don't know.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, true that. Let's talk about this topic actually, since you brought the unibrow. So I was really criticized for it in the UK for some random reason, and I never had an answer. And I never had an answer, to be honest. Like, why wouldn't you just groom it? Like, I'm a handsome guy. Come on. Like, out of the four of us, come on. Like, we know who's getting more. Anyways, who cares? Yeah. Well, you're getting none.
Maseb Khan doesn't count.
Well, you're getting none, so don't laugh.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, basically. Anyway,
does your arm hurt, by the way?
Yeah, it's just too tight on the, it's just
Show-
t-shirt.
No, it's from patting yourself on the back.
Oh, definitely. I have to. I mean, I'm jobless, right? I mean, come on. Don't get me even started. Yeah, don't get me even started. So I'm gonna pat myself in the back as much as I want at this point.
It's okay, Mahmoud. It's just a story arc. It will pass.
Yeah, well, if anybody is hiring, definitely you should go and hire me because I
dude,
believe in myself.
Dude, one day, Mahmoud will be sitting in a bar drinking, looking all poor and stuff, and somebody's like, "We'll sit down." It's like, "So what happened to you?" And he's like, "I got taught by the British," and then everybody are like, the entire place will stop paying for his drinks. It's
Actually,
The amount of piss I've seen in Hyde Park.
Like how many British lecturers taught me? Let's see, about half of them only. By the way, the other half was like immigrants.
God forbid.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't get the vibe that I was in like Britain, unless I went to like maybe somewhere away from the center or away from uni at this point. It's just very international friendly. I had the blast there, but one incident that I still remember, it's actually cool. Since we're nostalgic and we have Maseb Khan of all people in the chat. Yeah. Then the first day I was in basically my residence, St. Mark's, what happened was I got greeted by a very handsome gentleman with a song.
What?
By a song and a leaflet. I lost the leaflet in the move. I really apologize for humanity for losing it because he actually did the leaflets himself. Like he actually like drew on them and stuff. Yeah, it's like his own fan art. Whatever. Yeah, it's basically a song for us to go home. Because St. Mark's is known to be an international student accommodation. Yeah, so he was singing to us, "Go home," and he had like the song vibes and guitar and everything, just to go home and not ever to return and don't steal our jobs and all the deal. I remember, like, all jokes aside, the guy had a good voice. like really, I was like, I had to stop for a bit, and when he finished, I actually clapped. I was like, that was amazing. You should go to somewhere and make money with that voice. Trust me, you're going to put other people out of jobs just by going and actually singing like in a bar or something. Like you should go and follow. Like the guy did not even know what to answer at this point. Like, well, Maseb Khan, I think he was singing for you as well at that point. Yeah, he wants you to go back to your country. Where's your country again? Anyways.
Which stan of them is it?
I think it's Bluchistan, yeah. I think it's Bluchistan in Pakistan or something. Anyways. What did you say? Bullshitstan? Anyways. That's a cool story, to be honest, like about, and the other one will I mean, I forgot the other one actually. Somebody, well, go on and with your topic. I actually forgot the second story. No, yeah, I remember. And the second day, not the third, there was somebody called Nando. And Nando, yes, his name is Nando. Not Nando's, the restaurant that's in Canada, and he's just only a singular. He's only one.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, trust me, I have my reasons. Anyways, so this guy comes to you and says, "Do you want drugs?" Like, it's a British thing, party drugs and everything and drinking, Nobody likes to drink alone. That's too boring. That's like when you're 14, you're offered the beer and you're like, oh, happy with it. Now they have to offer you MD, MDMA, Kent, stuff like that. Yeah, you have to go to the next level, like, cigarettes and beer. Come on, this is like kindergarten. Anyways, you go there and he opens this quality street box. Yeah. And trust me, in there were not chocolates, but they were colored though. So he would show you this quality street box. He would open it, and you have the blue drugs, the green drugs, the red drugs. Like it's a quality street, but for drugs. Whoever is the marketing genius behind this guy should be basically the head of L'Oreal at this point. should be a Louis Vuitton, like should be seriously, Quality Street's colored chocolates turned into Quality Street colored drugs. Like how genius. Like see, that's how he sold all his stuff, because he had an idea but with a twist. He made it basically interesting. You're not staring at the box. You don't know where you are. You think it's chocolate. You want to actually grab them. Which one is the nicest one? The red one, of course. Yeah, you guys agree, right? No.
I mean, if it's Macintosh, I have to go. with the orange one. I like the fake honey.
Oh, wow. Oh wow. How about you, Mr. What's your name again? Arasan or something? Yeah, go ahead.
Arasan.
That sounds like a Pokemon, but okay. Which one was the green?
Green?
Ew.
No, I'm asking.
The one with the I think walnut inside.
Okay, yeah, I forgive you. Okay.
This one is nice. I actually like the toffee sticks, even though I usually hate toffee.
They would stick to your teeth and shit though. Like, come on, it's like eating them you need to be like one of these like crocodile that have just open your mouth and have the birds stick at you.
But they're pretty chewy.
In all fairness, I'll show you something.
Wow, how long is that cable? I'm actually impressed.
Yeah.
How long
No, these go far. These go far, my dude.
How is that happening? How is that happening? Wow, technology.
No.
Yeah, and in my defense, this is what I do to bottles. Just saying.
So you like to chew things, basically?
Yes.
I see.
It's my
That's
favorite thing.
That's why, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a single comes.
The single what?
A single comes. As single as it gets. What's wrong with you guys?
Downloading. 2 hours and 15 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I didn't hear it.
Wait. Maseb Khan. Hold on.
This point,
Maseb Khan is from Kazakhstan, so he's from South Russia. Oh, great.
Yes.
Great to see you from people getting represented from South Russia. Thank you.
You see, I'm actually bringing you viewers that are like international.
Yeah, diversity is our strength.
Yeah. We're actually definitely. Actually, I have no idea where he's from. He told me a cool story about his ancient people being warriors, and then I remembered. Sounds very familiar. Yeah, it's like every Kuwaiti guy, kind of. My grandfather fought in the war and got imprisoned. Everybody fought in the war. I have no idea who actually left the country. Everybody claims in this country that they fought the war. Like, you do realize that 2/3 or 3/3 actually, I don't know, like 3/3 of the population left at some point. Like, so yeah, his ancient, ancient blood. He has warrior blood in him. Like, I have no idea what the tribe is called, but he's from Pakistan and Afghanistan. Yeah, he's something they would call Pashtun, basically. It's a faction in Afghanistan, basically. Yeah, and he actually speaks the language.
Yeah. Now hold on, Maseb Khan. What is your opinion about Kashmir?
Very important.
Let's hear it. Actually, yeah, go ahead. Tell us, Maseb Khan. What is your opinion about Kashmir?
It's like when you sit in a room and you're like you want to piss people off, and you just go to like just an Indian buffet bar in India or in England, because it makes no difference at this point. And you sit there and you're like, so Kashmir, am I right? And just leave, and just you see a place ablaze.
You have no problem. We had actually a very big minority of students that are from India. They would I would overhear their conversations, and they would actually fight tooth and nail about this stuff. Like, you have to realize these people are politics. They're not like for politics. Well, expected. Actually,
at least you didn't casually walk one day around your university in front of the administration campus, find 6 people wearing masks saying "Free Hong Kong," only to find a group of 7 people with a Chinese flag walk right in front of them and start swearing at them.
There was a fight. There was a fight. I think in my friend studies in Wales, and there was a fight in school. Like fists were thrown. Yeah, about this Hong Kong China thing. Fists were thrown. Like you have to realize they're in the UK protesting. Protesting with fists in the UK, like just imagine the UK police, like how the fuck this problem come here again? What is happening? Like, you have to.
No. The British soldiers, like both of you can't be standing at the same time. One needs to be sitting first. Like, come on, guys, let's be civil. This is out of order.
This is out of order. Order.
I think I woke someone up.
Even my dad knows about this order guy. Jeez.
The new guy doesn't say order as much. That's just okay.
He doesn't need to. No,
I say it to the honourable gentleman, and I say it in the kindest possible spirit. Order! They actually did a remix on him. The remix. It's the most brilliant thing ever. It's like a full song of... No. I wish.
No, at this point, you have they have T-shirts, they have hats, they have pins of what.
Dude, I still want to buy that merch, the T-shirt that says "I don't give a flying flamingo." I still want it.
You know, when you get tired of your job, and fuck these people, man.
I mean, they have a way with words, don't they? Well, I mean, that's a story for another day. Because if we actually wanted to talk about that person, we would have to spend. Like, I have to write volumes. I have to actually talk about the time that. Well, he's from. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about the guy. Next topic.
Next topic. Sure.
All you need to know is that he literally rode on a jet ski to show us the refugee boat.
This is just. I mean, that's really low of you, Maseb, to be honest, to bring out a man like that. Well, yeah, we actually appreciate that. You know, you've been the most interrupting guest I've ever, chat guy I've ever, in the history of,
Yeah, leave it to the Brits, right? Usually it's we talk and the comment section talks on its own because they're kind of arguing.
No, he says, you thank me for carrying the stream. I guess you're used to carrying Mahmoud for so long.
I guess so, yeah. Nobody laughs at my jokes but him, to be honest, at some point. You know, the British are not very, kind,
That's a keeper.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Definitely. I mean, he got invited to the stream, so... Anyways.
You're welcome to sit down here and pretend like you know what you're talking about outside of text. Yeah, we've had your type before. It's fine.
I mean...
Oh, dude, my favorite is the person...
Guys, don't shit on Maseb, please. Guys, don't shit on Maseb. He called me...
We're not actually welcoming him in the most welcoming way. That's the Arab way. We welcome our guests usually. He's new. That's why we're putting his comments up. And
no. It's very simple. You, the British, you don't know this, but you kind of were in charge of us at one point, and we taught you banter. Like you don't know about it. You guys innovated on it, sure, but we're the originators.
Definitely. Every other science, the Arabs were first.
Yeah, it's the Arabs. Yeah,
the Arabs were first.
We made irrigation. We made the musket. We invented the musket.
We made Hitler. We made everything.
The first depiction of cat girls was in Baghdad. Everyone knows.
Definitely. The shop girls.
Dude, I've heard some random music teacher be like, the Europeans have no real musical culture. Like that's why we're so much better at music. And I'm like,
you made a franchise out of tune music, please.
He kind of has a point though. Like if you listen to the old Arabic music, it's 80s or something.
It's not ours. It's not ours.
It's not French.
No, dude, you go to Germany and you have classical music, you have libraries upon libraries. You go to Russia and everybody has the flavor. Russia has the depression going. France has the revolution, and the British have us what are we doing here? Music and like
Are there like British composers like that are famous?
Rule Britannia, Britannia.
The guy who made
Rose of Waves.
the guy who made the what was it called? The planets, the 9 planets. That guy was British.
The guy that made the 9 planets.
What?
No.
No. You guys.
It's a musical suite where each movement is like inspired by a planet.
Yeah. Let's not go to the 9th planet guy, please.
No, I have to say, Pepe Pig is a very good musical. All right, and it was. Dude, nothing is more painful than when I opened like a VPN to Great Britain, and I do that because I want to watch the ads, right? Like I go to Germany and like you study ads, right? And I open British Netflix because I wanted to watch Doctor Who, right?
Well,
and what do I see as number one? No. What do I see as number one on British Netflix? Peppa Pig. Why is it number one on British Netflix? What the hell is going on?
Trillion, please stop before I mention what was number one in Kuwait Netflix.
It was number
No,
one.
you tell us.
I want to know.
No. I want to know. Actually, I want to know. I'm actually curious.
I think for an entire month, the number one fucking title on Netflix in Kuwait was Cuties.
No.
Wow.
And then they want to fucking boycott France.
Oh, that's true. You can't write that shit, man. You can't write it.
I mean, the amount of denial. Yeah, the amount of denial. Sometimes I think people are like, look, the older generation is kind of still ruling the country. Yeah. And they have no idea where their kids at. Yeah. This is really funny. Like their kids are like on some weird shit on like, Netflix and on all these games and stuff. And you can see like somebody who's from a very religious background, teaching his kid the teachings of, very strict religious, and his kid is like blasting like, spicy girls in the shower, with these like waterproof headphones. Like I've seen so many of these cases.
Did you just call the Spice Girls spicy girls?
Because they're spicy.
With that said,
boycott France.
With that said,
to be honest, save some face in this culture. To be honest, like, come on, boycott whoever you want to. Let's just fix our shit like locally. Like we cannot deal with global things coming from abroad. Like enough of that. The Kuwait youth are basically in contradiction. They cannot live this paralleled life. They just cannot. It's impossible. How could you, for example, play all these like video games with all the hints and sexual hints and everything, and still like pretend that you're going to I don't know, like 5 prayers or something like that. Like what is happening? Like, do you see the contrast and contradiction that this would bring? Like, where's Dry High Kuwait? This is a nice topic for him to be honest. Yeah, where is he? Like he should be commenting on this shit.
No, he plays Vanguard. He has no right. He has lost the right to comment on
honestly, Kuwait is a good psychological case because the skill by which the Kuwaiti youth creates parallel realities, where they're a person here and they're a completely different person here, and they go in parallel and they manage it.
That's the thing. Is that sustainable? Because I could see that.
It's unhealthy but impressive.
I mean, it is impressive. At this point, I think it's really the experiment.
Like,
this is like the Kuwaiti experiment.
Yeah, I could call it like
I'm not qualified to talk about this. I'm not qualified to talk about this. I've been breathing this air since I was fucking 0. Like I was like, I know this country like inside out and backwards.
No, you're a traitor.
That's a good answer.
You're a traitor. You now yourself the queen.
Is that a good use of Canadian, Yasha?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right?
Thank you. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Yes.
No. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a very important question now, Mahmoud. It will prove whether you are truly patriotic or had the British beaten you or not. Mr. Mahmoud, the best sir. Who's your favorite woman?
Safa al-Hashim.
No, you're supposed to say the queen. Arrest him. Take his masters away.
Make him pay taxes when he walk on the street.
Man,
That's definitely
of women and found
I actually pay taxes like everybody else. So I should qualify for a citizenship.
No. You pay taxes in Kuwait now, then in Kuwait.
Oh, well, that's not even happening to them. So you gotta tax me first. I mean,
pay 5 KD every Mustosaf visit.
Well, to be honest, I'm not even going to these places. I have no like I said, they just call the pharmacy and just bring me this, bring me that, and I'll just give them my prescription. Do you think I was describing in the beginning of the stream when I was talking about this? Do you think I was describing the Kuwaiti population? That was just me, basically. I'll just go to the doctor. Come on, doctor. It's definitely hemorrhoids. Just give me the cream. Just give me the cream. You don't have to look at my ass. You don't have to stick a cotton stick in there. No, it's definitely hemorrhoids. Just give me the bloody thing. Let's go. That's all I do these days. I just self-diagnose.
Okay. I just thought of something.
I know what Maseb Khan did to me. Just give me the cream.
Not to mention the crabs, but that's not the topic here, right?
That's not the topic. Yes. No. Here's the thing. The question for the philosophers. If you want to go to Britain,
okay. Before you open a big topic, I have a very small question for Mahmoud. When you went to Hyde Park and you saw all the piss, and you whiffed it, be honest, did you get at least half a second of nostalgia?
To be honest, it reminded me of a high school bathroom.
Yes.
In Kuwait, basically. I have we had the exact same thought at some point, but I tell you, it was a smell that smelled too much like home.
Okay, he's patriotic.
Okay.
I've seen it all. I could actually recite to you everything that was written on the wall. Inhuman fecal matter. People wrote inhuman fecal matter at some point.
Oh, that's so much like home.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there, please. I've seen some shit that you'd never imagine. You were in the good parts of town, sweetheart. You've been into the good parts of town.
No.
I went to places where the fence was 20 feet high and people would still climb it. I literally lived with monkeys. That's exactly. And I was the monkiest of them all because I was the first one to jump.
That's why my school, me and Arasan, had like an entire ditch, like buried 2 floors down around the wall.
Wow.
Oh yes. There's actually a ditch. If you climb, you'll fall and die.
Trust me, knowing my skills back then, I probably survived. I was in survival mode. Anything but Arabic class, please. Anything.
That's so weird because I've never.
Okay. Look. He says he's patriotic and he's not British, but he just said he's gonna win a trench war.
Well, technically, they did win the trench war. I don't know if it was the British or the French at this point.
No one.
Can you imagine? They were friends in that war, actually. Can you imagine?
Yeah, dude. Basically, what ends rivalries? Germany. It's like, okay, dude, we hate each other, but that guy's fucking scary, dude. It's like when the new kid moves, and what is it like? Like Bully, that fucking game. When Jimmy Hopkins shows up, you have to ally against Jimmy Hopkins. He'll take you over, become the strongest bully in town. He's the stall, but he's gonna fuck you up. Anyways, we have to wrap this up.
That's a very big claim, that the British have the best hygiene. I mean, look, are you talking about the British post 5 p.m. or pre 5 p.m.?
Or most importantly, are you talking about hygiene or dental hygiene?
Oh no.
You have a point. Actually, the newer generation are part like they're now doing the Invisalign and everything. It's changed. It's changed, man.
I have to mention this. So again, I have like the British VPN on. I'm watching their ads, right? And you can tell a lot about what's important to a nation and to a peoples by what ads they're being given, right? And what I got, okay, the ad I got was a toothbrush that makes you brush your teeth under 10 seconds, right?
They value time. They value time. That's exactly it. It's not about the toothbrush. They just value time. It's always the clock, right? What does James Bond do the first, scene in the movie? He looks at the watch. And that's a British thing. And that's a British thing. Fact check me on that, by the way. I'm sure it's true.
No, quite. I concur.
Yeah, the British are the cleanest people from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. to
7 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 to 7.
That's just an hour, though.
Yeah,
anyways.
Because they're hungover, right? So they need to fucking freshen up. So that's the only reason,
they're the
right?
best. Oh, they're the best. They're the best. We have a place called Turtle Bay in city center, yeah? Mm-hmm. And it's like a bar / what happens is you drink all night, yeah? They would drink all night, wake up. They don't want to deal with a hangover on a Saturday. They want to deal with a hangover on a Monday. So they go to, so they have to go to Turtle Bay and get something called brunch. It's called bottomless brunch. And it's not a reference. It's literally bottomless. Anyways, you'd basically have these drinks that I think it's like orange juice mixed with little vodka just to cure you from the hangover. Well, it's not cure you, basically. Delay the inevitable at this point. And they would actually do that and just delay it to night where they would drink again and carry on partying. And when Monday
They've been delaying the hangover since 1875.
Yeah, and when Monday comes, they'll go I'm knackered, mate. Of course you're knackered, mate. You've been basically partying the whole time, British culture. I love the British culture.
Maseb Khan, I do not hate the British. I love the British.
Trillian hates the British. Dude, any political topic you open with him, any political topic you open with him is if we run it like the British, it would. This guy worships Britain.
My favorite nation to play in EU4 is Great Britain, all right? That says something. No, you got
some of my best friends have bad teeth.
Well,
No, here's one thing about the Brits.
Then thank God about having face masks and the 2-meter rule distance thing, Yes. Perfect for your life then, Arasan.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up. Before we end up, Mr. Mahmoud, the best. I remember you have a promotion to do.
Oh, definitely. I'm actually promoting my own course. Yes, gentlemen, you heard correctly. It's only by me. It's my own original material, and don't believe otherwise. The chat is going to blow up with some weird-ass comments right now because some haters exist in this universe. So let's talk in a parallel universe where I do not read the chat and change to private because he's an idiot. And you're bored of us? You want to end the stream? What is this? Really? Anyways, so exposed much? That's fine. It's fine. Exposed much?
I'm trying to find out the price. Can you just take my money already?
Oh yeah. Look! That's the type of student I'm aiming for. The one who would trust me enough, basically, to. I mean, if we would put the stupid thing up.
Yeah, the thingy, right. I told you to prepare your share screen function, you fucking jackass. It's right there.
Oh, really? We have that. Let me just hide the tabs. Let me just hide the tabs. That
you can scroll, you can highlight, and you can be like, you see this
what is this? Let me close the BDSM things and the, what is this?
Amr?
Chastity? I mean, no. Let's just switch to something else.
What? Seriously, what did Maseb Khan do to you?
No, don't worry. His BDSM is like concrete structures. It's like, yeah.
Earthquake engineering. Driving the pile. It's driving the pile in the ground. You have to realize. Driving.
In all fairness, you need to be a masochist to pick up engineering.
No. Here's the thing. Mahmoud would be like, I was working hard on that steel erection.
It was definitely a steel erection at some point. Anyways. I mean, I'm 28, so I'm the prime of my youth. I have to design so many, steel structures at some point. Anyway.
Yes, of course.
Yes, and have many steel erections. Let's see the share screen thing. So you can see my screen, people, or what?
You click on share screen, pick screen 1 if you have it, and
wow, it's really complicated, huh?
Three buttons.
You need like an engineering degree.
Do I have to? I have to have it on Chrome. Hang on then. So basically,
well, now if you share screen,
I can share the whole thing, right?
Yes, you can. The entire screen. Whatever you see, we can see. It's very simple.
Perfect. So basically, this is the thing. Yeah. So basically, I'm trying to, teach this course. Yeah. Well, well, we have the aims and objectives. If you would put it on your Discord, that would be really great. But we have about 20 lectures. Yeah, about basically what I believe is the structural engineering knowledge that's missing from students usually who finish college or who want to design basically, and they have the concepts not ready. So the first 5 lectures basically are mandatory for at least the first 4. Yeah, they're very mandatory for people who, I mean, these things I have not been taught in my master's even. It's just a must know for any civil engineering student or structural engineering for that matter. And the rest are just special topics that I will basically explain them in a non-conventional way, basically not the college way of doing things. Yeah, it's gonna be interactive, 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 or whatever you're into. Yeah, and I'm gonna have one lecture at the end where they would choose a topic they're interested in. I mean, these are all done by me. I'm already like 5 lectures in this, so I can teach them immediately whenever you guys want, whoever is interested. And now for the prices, because you guys are cheap as fuck. So I actually accommodated for you people. Yeah, I really accommodated for you people. So for non-employed students, because I'm not money hungry, I'm just gonna do like 7.5 KD per lecture, and for a group it's gonna be less. But there is a rule that no groups should be consisting of more than 2 people, because it turns into a lecture, and I want the one-to-one. I want your input basically in these classes, not even my own voice. If I wanted to listen to my own voice, I'll just replay the stream. Anyways, for working engineer, it gets more expensive because you get paid more, and you basically make it cheaper for the unemployed people. How do I give you back controls? Stop share. Yeah. So basically, this is it. So, and to plug myself again, if somebody thinks there's a topic in civil engineering or structural engineering that it's giving them a headache, they want somebody else's take or something, I'm doing it for the same prices, basically, even if it's a problem in work or in school or in whatever, even if you want life advice and life coaching, I have no problem with that. If you want to just burn your money and, I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing it for like, £10, which is I'm 5 KD, this is like a croissant and a coffee, It's basically cheaper. It's basically cheaper than a happy hour drink. Come on, people. You're paying a professional for only
it's
like
it's a branch of civil engineering.
It is the bottomless branch of civil engineering, and I cannot even top your plug there. Thank you very much. Yeah, and you could follow me on Facebook and Twitter, though I don't post very much, but. Well, I don't even post on these things, but still, if you want my history and my background, you could go there and find my tweets about shitting about the government.
Keep in mind, this man studied with the Maseb Khan. Like, keep that.
Yes, definitely. He's definitely vouching for me. So, yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to know that.
It's all the good stuff. Thank you very much.
Just before you end the stream, I do have to share a meme. I need to. I need.
Yeah. Go ahead.
While you do that, Mahmoud, you'll be happy to know that your course has been plugged in our Discord, and now it's in our announcements.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for that amazing service.
Read this, Mahmoud.
Fuck you. What? with your
Arasan.
weird style
Arasan.
of your name. Think your shit don't stink. Fuck you. I'm an engineer with a master's degree, so yes, my intellect is proven. You studied anthropology. Wow. Okay. Who's this? Wow. Shut up. Oh yeah. Well. Yeah.
I
mean, that's probably like how accurate. How accurate.
What do you mean? My shit doesn't stink. I'm not British.
Your shit doesn't stink. Okay,
I eat real
yeah,
food
definitely.
like bland mashed potatoes.
That's exactly what they eat, mate.
That makes you that would make you Irish, and that's a problem.
Oh.
What? You never had mash and gravy? Come on.
I mean, I did.
That's like the best. Oh, you did eat mash and gravy?
Yeah, and
No,
cottage pie, which is. I don't know
it
why they
was
call
like-
it cottage pie, even though it's just meat and mashed potatoes. Like, where is the pie in the mix?
Don't-
Shepherd's
don't
pie.
think-
That's Shepherd's pie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shepherd's pie. No. Keep in mind one thing. Keep in mind, very, very important. If you don't eat your mash with corn, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. With that said, closing remarks, everyone.
Yeah, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience and your thick skin, almost lizard-like, for taking my jokes. Sometimes I'm a bit too much, but again, if you're not too much, then people will just be bored of you. Anyways,
It's okay. We advocated for
I give the mic to Arsanan. He's above me, so go ahead. You're above my head. What do you want more? You're just above my head, literally. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I thought you were prepared.
I'm never prepared. I'm not prepared for my own streams. Yes, that's how I plug.
Oh yeah! Wow, you have streams. What's the name of your stream again?
I am on Twitch, but I will switch to YouTube very soon.
Okay.
Like a gentleman.
Yeah, basically, we betrayed the Twitch community.
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
fuck the Twitch community.
No, Pokemon.
Since they stopped people sharing boobs on Twitch, I'm just done with this thing. Like, no freedom anymore. Come on. We want our boobs.
But yeah, shout out to Maseb Khan for carrying this this whole stream and for calling me pretty. I'm flattered.
He also called you 12. Get over it.
Why do you have to remind me of that? But yeah,
You could star in a Cuties movie. I take that back.
You have the background for it, certainly.
He has the smile for it, doesn't he? Are you blushing on stream? Did we make you uncomfortable?
Good God.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
See, that's when, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we got to him.
We're gonna have to boycott Kuwait after this. Come on, just
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yasha, any closing remarks? Anything to plug to get out of your heart or something? Or whatever?
I don't know. Watch the videos I make, for fuck's sake. Like, I get
What's the videos that you made?
Yes, he is the editor of our channel. He does all the work, and I just pretend like I know what I'm doing.
Actually, he did such a good job about us talking in COVID, 6 months ago, when we were talking and he puts the sad music and everything. I was really impressed. when we were speaking about COVID.
That was supposed to be jazz, I think. Yeah, Chef? What the hell?
Dude, this is the equivalent of asking a woman, "Are you pregnant?" and her answering no.
Yeah, any closing remarks, Mister?
No, we're good. Thank you, Mahmoud, for coming back. It's been so long.
I missed this, to be honest. I'm speaking from Kuwaiti soil for a change.
Yeah, that is a good chance.
Yeah, it's always a difference.
I did want to ask you though. What's next now that you got your master's degree?
Unemployed and looking for a job, and fishing for PhDs everywhere. But thank you for asking. And you should pay me, people, even though, my course is not like, wow, still not in the amazing criteria, but it will be very soon. So anybody who's interested or not interested, I can explain to a dum-dum, to a PhD student. I have no problem with anybody. I don't discriminate. all the stupid people and noobs are welcome. Yeah. But
All the way, you can explain to everyone from the 12-year-old to the engineering student.
Well, once upon a time. Plus, I have no respect for engineers who have geotechnical engineering as a preference.
I actually.
Okay, we never heard that. We never heard that.
No. My specialty is traffic. Everybody knows.
That's why he fixes bathrooms in school.
I have to go now.
I mean, tiling is a very hard job, you know.
It's very difficult for me to handle the S-curve. All right, this is a very difficult problem.
The S-curve, like they still teach this shit. Oh, what a badass chair, huh? Like, come on, I've been jealous, like of two people's chairs here. Like Arsenal's and Trillion. Like,
here's the thing. This looks pretentious until you do this when you're watching a movie and you're like, and then you just like problem solved. This is heaven. I can sleep in this. It's comfy.
To me, the best feature of this chair is that it hides the trash behind me.
Oh yeah.
No, yes.
What about the trash in front of it?
Oh. Anyways, people. Let's not bring up old news. So this stream will be carried out for 3 hours. Yeah, they will be speaking about meritocracy. We'll be talking about meritocracy.
No, we're done with that. I converted. It's okay.
Like how do you support meritocracy if you're going to be the number one victim of
3 hours. We're going to push 3 hours, people.
No, okay. Thank you guys for showing up. Like, comment, subscribe, share, join the Discord, subscribe to the course.
Join the Discord. We have a lot of shit
money
there.
Donate money to the refugee. I don't know. Like, goodbye, everyone.
Save the whales. Campaign for Biden. Whatever. Go ahead. End this shit.
Yes.
End this shit.